It's your money. So when you tipped us off that city workers were wasting time on the job, we launched an investigation.
Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker discovered that Grand Rapids is using GPS to track city vehicles and ultimately your tax dollars at work. Here's his report.
Grand Rapids leaders spent $750,000 to outfit vehicles with GPS technology. They say it improves efficiency and on police cars and fire trucks could even save lives. But already it's catching some city workers where they should not be.
When we was out on the job, we would take breakfast. So that was basically what it was. They didn't want us going and having breakfast. And
he is one of 7 City of Grand Rapids forestry workers. Almost the entire forestry department suspended late last year without pay. Busted by GPS. Records obtained by Target 8 through the Freedom Information Act show the city used satellite technology to track their movements last summer.
They don't have to leave their office. They watch us on screen. That's what they do. They watch us at every move we make.
They pinpointed some of their favorite hangouts. Fat Boys, a Subway, New Beginnings, Sandy's Donuts, and the John Ball Park Pavilion, a quiet spot on top of a hill. City workers get a half hour for lunch, but GPS records showed one that went for an hour and 35 minutes. They get a 15-minute break in the morning and afternoon, but GPS showed they routinely went for a half hour. One lasted 52 minutes.
Some crews don't get an afternoon break, so they take a little longer one in the morning.
Though, according to GPS records, there were some days where the morning and afternoon breaks added up to more than an hour. And a few times records show somebody disabled the forestry truck's GPS units. 2 of the suspended forestry workers spoke to Target 8, but only if we did not identify them and if we altered their voices.
I think we were singled out.
They're all back on the job. Most got a day or 2 off. But 2 were suspended for 3 days for lying to their bosses. One questioned why his bosses don't have GPS.
Who's watching them? Making them, you know? Right on up to the mayor, you know, who's keeping track of him.
The city has spent $720,000 to put GPS on nearly 260 vehicles. From garbage trucks to cars driven by housing inspectors, to fire trucks, to every police patrol car. One unit led to the forced resignation 3 years ago of a longtime Grand Rapids police officer for taking unauthorized breaks outside her patrol area. The city has warned 2 sewer workers about long breaks and another worker for regularly taking his city car home. But it was the suspension of the forestry workers that sent the loudest message.
You know, the public is going to say, good, I'm glad that they did something about it.
That was James Hurt, the city's director of public services, who did not want to talk on camera. Neither did the city's labor relations manager.
I really don't want to do it on camera. No.
The city says GPS is only part of what the technology does. It's also an internet hotspot, turning cars and trucks into mobile offices. Soon, it will allow dispatchers to send the nearest fire trucks to emergencies.
And the idea here is if somebody's a half a block away, and they can be there in 30 seconds.
City union leaders also didn't want to go on camera, but said they don't believe the city is abusing GPS. You don't have the laptop open or the computer open saying, okay, let's follow truck number 6116.
No.
Oh, he's not where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, nobody in the city actually has time to do that.
And city officials say it's not like the GPS units are hidden.
There's really no place to hide these.
GPS allows the city to track cars in real time, but Deering says that's not the way they use it. Instead, they look up the history of a vehicle's moves, how fast it went and where, usually after a complaint, like when city cars are spotted at coffee shops, which is what happened to those forestry workers who plant, trim, and cut down trees. The workers say they now skip their breaks or make it fast food.
This is the point where you don't get to make a move because what is the right way to turn? Where do we go? What street do we go now?
City leaders say they plan to continue spending thousands to equip vehicles with GPS. They hope eventually to have one on all city vehicles. I'm Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker.
You can definitely see both sides of that story. No one likes to feel like they're being spied on or watched. But again, there's a reason they were put in.
It would be quite the surprise, too, if you realized, oh, wow, they knew that I went to that donut shop or that breakfast place.
And getting caught in the lie.
Yeah. Ouch.